Hi, and welcome back to episode 2 of our painting together. This time we're doing a beautiful nighttime scene with a lot of stars. Now last week you guys voted that you wanted a nice large lake with the stars reflected down into the water. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. At the end of this video, be sure to vote for how you want this painting to continue. For now, let's get started. Now as you can see here, I've done a quick basic pencil brush sketch to create a little bit of a lake. This is what you guys wanted, and we're going to do those stars right there. And I kind of planned it out so the bigger portion of the lake is sort of out here, and I kind of changed, as you can see, there's more lines than we need. I'll fix all that in just a second. All right, so now I'm going to take some black and some clear gel, and the clear gel I would never put in except for that I know it's just going to be stars. We're not painting like detailed reflections, and it'll be dry in a couple weeks, so I'm not at all worried about that. So I'm just going to brush on with the filbert, scrub it in really hard, coat the canvas really well. You could use a bigger brush, but let's face it, we're not going very far here. So kind of use whatever you want. There. And sometimes it's just fun to relax and use a small brush. Good. You'll notice that, see, up here is nice and flat. Not flat, no depth, but you know, flat, no shine. And that's kind of nice, because now I can see it. I can actually stand right in front of it and see it. What a bonus. There. If you've painted, then you know what I'm talking about. When it's shiny, and black is a shiny color. When it's shiny there, it's hard to see. It's too much of a reflection. So you have to stand back and look at it. Well, now we're going to have the same issue with the lake, but that's fine. We'll just stand back to about 6 feet and take a look. I'll do that every once in a while. I'll come back and let you know what I think. There. Next, I'm going to mix together just a little bit of blue, white, and red on a filbert, real quick. And I'm going to lighten this. See how I got it blocked in just with black. Now I'm going to lighten the middle here, just for the sake of not wanting it totally flat. Okay, I'm going to be kind of loose about this. There you go. Don't be so loose that you send the brush to the other side of the room. Oh, we've been there before, haven't we? That's okay, though. All right. I know sometimes every once in a while people actually in class, or sometimes I do it, they just let the brush go. But, oh well, at least we're being loose, right? There. Okay, so that's that. And that kind of helps to lighten it up a bit. I'll make it match the sky a little better, and then as it dries, it'll be a lot closer in color and value and all that. So, all right, now, let me show you. Let's move right over here. Take a little bit of blue, black, and red, and white. Lighter color, like a gray. That's not quite light enough. There we go, gray. And I'm going to use this to block in all the land areas. I'm going to, now I know in the sketch I put some trees, just some very quick evergreens, but I'm not going to paint them in because I didn't let you guys vote on that. I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to say if they want evergreens or you know, the leaf trees in there. And so we will go ahead and vote on that as part of this next voting. We'll also vote a little more on development of the composition. So you'll have quite a few options. Make sure you go check them out. I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to let me know what they want. It's very important for me to know that you guys are very involved in this whole process, and I hope you're enjoying it. And if you do me a favor, I would really appreciate it. Why don't you share this video with somebody you know that likes art and get them interested in voting with us so that we can make this just a huge project together. We'll have so many people involved in this painting. It'll just be the coolest thing ever. So that would be a lot of fun. There. One thing I want to show and point out, and it's very important, I'm going to do this kind of a nice lake shape. Some people just go straight lake across. I'm going to try to make a little more life in our lake. We don't want just a straight lake in our painting, so that's good. All right, now we have just a few trees scrubbed in here as well. Again, these are not evergreens, they're not leaf trees, it doesn't matter. I just smushed color because I didn't want that. There's like a little white line there I didn't want. So we can turn these into anything in the next round. So, okay. I also kind of outlined this with just a little bit more light paint so you can easily see where our little lake is. Okay, ready for some stars? Let's do this. Take some white and some yellow and more yellow and white. There we go, something like that should be okay. Not too much paint in the brush. Here we go. I'm just gonna, now you can't, don't drive yourself crazy trying to do this. Just sort of get a rough idea. So maybe here's just a dot. Ooh, we're gonna need more paint than that. Yikes. A dot. Maybe down here a dot. And remember it's a mirror, so it's gonna be a dot there. All right, and then over here I'm gonna be so loose it doesn't make any difference. Just get your big ones in. There. I'm gonna just dot a few around like this. Not too many up, keep them more down here because this is where they are in the sky, right? Because down here is clouds, so. Remember there's a purpose to all this, so. Do it pretty randomly, like that, good. I'm gonna go back with a little more color and enhance some of these just a little more, paint. Good, okay, wipe out the brush. And let's give this a shot. I'm gonna take these stars, and because this is water, watch this. Pull them. Whoa, we gotta wipe that brush off a lot. That's good. Keep the brush clean. Okay, that's working out pretty well. As you guys know, I'm not exactly an expert when it comes to painting stars in a lake. But since he wanted it, why not, right? I'm gonna then mush it a little bit to soften it. No, I don't want to mush it too much. So I'm experimenting. You guys get to see me experiment. I don't want to do, see that took it away too much, so bring it back a little. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna kind of just give it a little more, a little bit of blending with paint in the brush. When I did the blending without paint in the brush, it seemed to make it go away, so there you go. Good. Let's brighten up those stars a little. Oh, that's cool. We'll soften them. I'm just going to work on the stars like this. You can always go horizontally if you want to. Always constantly wiping that brush off. Good. All right, do a few more here. There, you always do some tiny ones too. Yeah, because there are tiny ones up there. You don't have to make it perfect. Just get it close. Now that we have most of the little white lines pulled down, I'm going to take a blender brush, make sure it's nice and clean. This is what's really going to make this go from kind of weird to much better. Watch this. I'm going to sweep across now, and number one, these are a little bright, so this will tone them down, and it'll also sort of help to feather them into the background. I would not use any other brush except this one because I don't know how much I want to go over this. And this blender brush is more forgiving than the others because it's softer. There we go. Okay, that's working. I like it. See, that's just pushing them way back into the painting a little better. We can always add our white back if we lose it too much. I'm going to feather across like this. Yes. Also makes the water look darker, actually, because it kind of evens out the brush strokes that we're catching the lighting around here. Oh, wow, that's cool. That looks nice. We need more color, I think. Let's get some, this is exciting. Let's get some white and some yellow. And I'm just gonna touch it. Oh, this is cool. This is fun. It's looking like a little reflection. I'm putting the white back. I'm gonna just touch that. So you have to do it in layers. See, you can't just do it all in one. It's not like a quick process. Doing stuff like this sometimes takes a little extra effort. But that's good because the more effort you put in, the more you'll get back in return. So there we go. I'm gonna just feather it lightly. Just to say, there they are in the water. They're not standing on top of the water. Oh, that is pretty. I gotta go step back and look at this thing. All right, now it's your turn to vote. So the first option that we have here today is a small cabin on the other side of the lake. And we'll contrast that against some beautiful, tall evergreen trees. And we'll put the lights of the cabin reflected into the water. That'd be a fun little effect. Or second, we could do a large leaf tree forest with a few dead trees sticking out. These would really catch the starlight, and I'll brighten the middle of the painting a little bit if we do that one, just to help with the contrast. We could also have boulders in the foreground and background to help the contrast against the lake. Or option number 3, an evergreen forest where most of the emphasis is on the evergreens. And again, we'll just bounce the starlight around them, maybe reflect them into the lake just a bit, and create a few boulders for interest. Well, that's all we're going to do for our starry lake today. We may refine the edges or even change the shape of the lake as we go on adding other elements around it. Be sure to vote for how you want this painting to continue. Also subscribe and like this video if you're new here. Also check out our website, our DVDs, and our brush line. Thanks for watching.